Here we are, once again. Aloha, good morning. Welcome, everyone. This is Wolf here, tuned in to another Waking Up with Wolf. Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Let me just kind of position the camera here so that you can get a nice position on everything. Perfect. There we go. Good enough. Awesome. Wonderful. Sweet. Welcome back, everyone. For those of you watching this in the future, I know a lot of you have actually been watching this in the future, and that's awesome. You know, like, I don't expect everyone, especially maybe if you're on the West Coast or something like that. You know, it's like 6 a.m. on the West Coast at the time of these broadcasts. So, like, if you're not tuned in at 6 a.m., I don't blame you. But for those of you like on East Coast, for those of you kind of like on like the Ontario area, Toronto, and all of that up the coast of America, 9 a.m. is like a great time for us to be able to practice doing this together. So here we are. Once again, for those of you who may be joining in new, I'll give you a little bit of context. I want to be able to just like share some context with everyone, just kind of be able to make sure that we're like dropping into this very, very important and powerful story that we are creating together. So awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Let's just begin. Start moving your body. Start shaking your body. How did you go to sleep last night? How did you literally roll out of bed today? What did it feel like? What is your body feeling like? Get really good at just kind of like, again, just like checking in with your forecast, checking in with your breath. What do you need right now? Like, what if it actually was, quote unquote, that simple, where your body actually has like this extreme level of intelligence where it actually like knows what it wants in any given moment. It knows when it needs to like get some rest. It knows when it needs to like stretch a certain way. It knows when it needs to speak its voice. It knows when it needs to like get a hug or something like that. And all it takes is like really just being able to like listen to your body, listen to the intelligence of your body, listen to the intelligence of like your higher self, your fifth dimensional self, whatever you want to think of it as. So let's just practice again, even just right now. A lot of people are just going to be joining in the spot. I want you to even just like close your eyes, just gently just kind of begin like moving your shoulders. And as you're doing this, just observing like where do you notice any tightness. And as you breathe, I want you to begin just practicing visualization of moving your energy. So as you breathe, just gentle inhales right into like the bellows of your stomach. Then gentle exhales just on its own. And on the next inhale, bring in that same energy. And as you do that, on the exhale, begin noticing, like, just begin imagining energy, like kind of like a cooling or golden energy, just kind of like moving it to the spots on your body where you feel you just have like a little bit of tension. Maybe there's just like a little bit of tenderness. So on the exhale, you're just visualizing in your body right now, even just like imagining perhaps you just kind of looking at yourself from a third person perspective. And you're just kind of like guiding this energy with your fingertip. And you're just moving it to the places where you feel a little bit of that tension. And as you do this, I want you to even just like imagine the sensation of this energy being moved to this part of your body. So you can almost like imagine it just like, again, it can be cool, it can be warm, it can be almost like kind of like a liquid, like a silvery liquid. And I want you to just like practice moving this energy. So gentle inhales, gentle exhales. So right now I'm just imagining energy just kind of like moving from my dantian, from like kind of like my stomach, my sacral area, and just kind of like moving up my spine and just kind of moving into my shoulder blades. And as I do this, I create the narrative. I give myself permission to just allow my shoulder blades to just become a little bit more relaxed. For me to just breathe this energy into them. Again, just allowing yourself to begin practicing this idea that maybe, literally, we have the power to be able to like tend to our tenseness simply just by moving energy with our thoughts. simply just by moving energy with our mind, mind over matter, mind over energetic molecular patterns within our body, however you want to describe it. So just take a couple breaths here. We're going to be like standing up and stretching in a minute, but I want to just be able to invite you to just begin focusing and moving that energy to wherever you need it in your body. And this may kind of feel like you're just kind of like, yeah, that's a neat idea, but I don't think it works type thing. Convince yourself that it does. Just play right now. Play. Pretend this is just like you're like playing doctor with yourself or something like that, you know? So again, just kind of like visualize this like cooling or warm kind of like silvery liquid, this primordial energy moving and just kind of like encapsulating over different parts of your body where you need it. What if I were to fully convince you that this is actually like one of your superpowers? The ability for you to be able to like heal yourself, the ability for you to, in a sense, if you need more context, almost like give yourself like your own Reiki, your own like level 2 or level 3 Reiki where it's not even hands on, it's really just thought. So just feel that for a moment. And if you need to just move your body in any way, that's totally cool. Just take one more deep mindful breath here. And even in this moment, I want you to understand that maybe wherever you sent like your energy to, maybe it doesn't feel maybe in your mind it doesn't feel any different right now. But I want you to create the context, create the narrative, create the story, create the permission, create the program that it's actually going to start feeling a little bit better within about 15 minutes from now. Even sooner, maybe even just like, 5 minutes, or maybe it's going to be like 30 minutes. This is like literally just kind of like using our mind to be able to reprogram our body through the power of context, through the power of story, through the power of placebo. If you want to think of it as that, you can think of it as that. And again, placebo doesn't mean, oh, it doesn't work. Actually, placebo means, hey, there's like something here that actually works incredibly well. Give love and attention to your own ability to heal. Give yourself permission to. So allow that to be reflected through your posture. So if you need to, just straighten up your spine. Or maybe if you need to, even just like relax your shoulders. Maybe even just kind of like allowing a little bit of a back bend if you need to. Just again, just listen to your body in this moment. Good. Now, while we're still in this space, while we're still just kind of like dropped into this space, I actually want to be able to invite you to kind of like practice the same thing. But I want you to be able to pick one person in your mind. It can be a friend. It can be maybe someone who you don't know as well. It can be an acquaintance. And I want you to practice sending them some form of universal love, some form of universal energy. And just kind of like allowing it to be within their space, yet still like honoring their consent as a spirit to be able to receive it. So you're just kind of like bringing energy into their field. And maybe if you want to, what you can actually do is that, if this is someone who you want to continue to bring energy to, check in with them. Just be like, hey, are you okay if I like send you some good vibes? Are you okay if I send you some Reiki? And if they're just like, yes, like I give you permission, do it whenever you feel called. Then once you have that permission, you can go like a little bit more into it. But until you fully receive that permission, acknowledge like the importance of energetic consent. This doesn't, like it's just I think it's just an important thing. I think consent culture is pretty awesome, even on an energetic level. So until you've fully received that consent, what you're kind of doing is you're kind of just like bringing a package to their doorstep. But they choose whether or not they receive it, right? So in this moment, I want you to literally just kind of like imagine you giving some little package of love to this person. So just focus on this person right now. Focus on what they mean to you. Maybe it's, for now, like I suggest one person, but maybe you're thinking of a couple people. That's okay too. Maybe you're just like, oh, but I just love everyone so much, Brendan. I just want to give love to everyone. So, story of our lives, right? Anyways, just sit with this. Practice visualizing your imagination. Maybe you're kind of like imagining yourself showing up as almost like an etheric being, or maybe there's like some like X-Men level stuff going on. And you're just imagining this like pulsating energy from your heart moving out through your appendages, moving down through your arms. And you're just kind of like bringing this warm, loving light to their doorstep, into their field. Or again, if you've already been given consent, maybe even just going like a little bit more intricate with it. Visualize this. Practice making your visualizations as rich as you can. As much imaginative detail as you can. As fantastical as you can. In the same way you're moving energy with your breath through your own body, imagine that your breath is still connecting to the energy that you're moving to this person. So even just speak to them in your mind. Just give them a little pep talk in your mind. Share how much you appreciate them. Beautiful. Let's take one more breath here. Conclude this moment with this person. Just kind of like conclude it in a way. Just even just imagine yourself like bowing to them. And gently, with your next breath, bring your awareness back to your own body. Good. And now just acknowledge that this is actually like something you can do. You can send people energy. And it's not just for them too. This is actually like a practice that you can develop for yourself. Like what happens when more and more of us actually become more in tune with this ability to be like energetic healers for each other. Putting that data out into the field, aligning with that story. Good. If you want to, even just like concluding this before we open our eyes, just bringing your hands onto your heart. Get some deep exhales going on. Gentle up deep exhales. Send yourself some love. Treat yourself as your beloved. When you're ready, gently just give yourself like a little bit of a hug. Just wrap yourself up in your arms. Good. And then when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Wonderful. Awesome. Good job. You've successfully added some more experience points to that ability within you. So, awesome job. So for those of you who were just joining, we were just like practicing some like next level X-Men stuff where we're like practicing moving energy within ourselves to different parts of our body, as well as moving energy to someone else who we care about and arriving with that package so that they can receive it. And if you've already received consent from them, then practicing like going a little bit more intricate from that. So again, like if there's a person that you just kind of like want to be able to like practice this with, honestly, you could communicate to them. Just be like, hey, like, do you want to establish this thing where like I'll send you good vibes and you send me good vibes? And if both of you are just like, hell yeah, like let's do this, then that's cool. And then you can go like a little bit deeper with it and stuff. So, awesome. All right, let's shake up the body. How's everybody feeling right now? I feel like, what do I feel like doing right now? What do I feel like doing right now? That's a great question. I feel like, let me just do one thing real quick because I want to be able to invite. This is like something I was thinking about yesterday. I want to be able to invite other people to eventually get their own exercise balls because I want to be able to teach them how to do this. And I'm showing you this right now. I'm not telling you to do this, but I'm just showing you this right now real quick because I want to invite everybody who's tuned into this, put out the intention to get yourself an exercise ball because eventually I'm going to teach every single person tuned into this broadcast how to balance on an exercise ball like this. And you can start doing it like literally as soon as you get an exercise ball. And the way how you do it, and this is like a super like potent way to like practice meditation and practice focus and practice posture, is actually getting an exercise ball, and then you have two objects next to you. You have like something to the right, something to your left, and then you sit there and then you hold on to them. And even when you're holding on to it, this is like really cool because this is like a meditation that feels like a lot like hovering. And if you're just holding on to it and then you close your eyes like this, that gets pretty trippy. Like it can get like really, really interesting. And then eventually you just like learn to practice like letting go. But what am I doing right here? Like I'm actually just like allowing my body to like do these like micro adjustments in any single microsecond. So again, I'm not going to spend too much time here, but I am just like showing you this because I want to be able to invite every person here to eventually get their own exercise ball. Because as we continue to do these broadcasts, I want to be able to continue to get into like other cool things that you'll be able to do. And then if you really want to take this advanced, what you do is you do this and then you do eye gazing. So I have a mirror in front of me right now. And then if you do eye gazing while doing this, the combination of the two can like trigger natural psychedelic experiences. Straight up. And like that's because like that's I've experienced it and you can experience it too. Eye gazing in itself is like a very psychedelic thing. So let's just stand up for a bit. I want to just be able to invite us to just like move our body. I want to be able to just like invite us to like even just like dance for a minute. If you feel like dancing, I want you to just like practice dancing. It's a Thursday. Like it is almost Friday. We do not have to wait for Friday in order for us to be able to start dancing. So I want you to just begin like moving your body and just begin to like move like a little bit of like a gentle flow. Like whether you call it dancing or whether you just like call it movement, I want you to just enjoy moving your body right now in whatever way you feel comfortable. And in the next second, I'm just going to do like a little bit of like some like yoga postures, and I want to be able to invite you to be able to do those as well if you choose to. But for now, I want you to just begin like just kind of like use gravity to move your body. I want you to just like practice that for a second. I want you to like just practice like just kind of like allowing the momentum of gravity to just kind of like gently move your body, and just be mindful here of your hips. Don't go like too crazy with it. Be nice and gentle, but just allowing like the hip momentum, the hip rotation to just kind of be fueled by gravity. Just what does that feel like? And whatever you're feeling right now, I want you to just like enjoy it, appreciate it, eat it up. It is delicious right now. Good. So when you're ready, I want to be able to just like invite you to bring your arms up over your head. And then with gentle exhale, hands down past heart center. And let's just get a few stretches in like this. Again, arms up overhead, reach as if there is no limit, stretch, hold it up here for a second, hold your breath. Exhale, gently down past heart center. Do one more of those. Arms up. Reach, 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 reach. And gentle exhale down past heart center. So what we'll do next, I actually want to do a little bit of standing tree posture. This may be something that might be a little bit advanced for some of you. Others of you are going to be a little bit more familiar with this. There are modifications to the posture. Doing yoga is like a very, very important thing. And again, it's not just always about the exercise. It's about the mind relationship with the body. And what's really cool with any of these like yoga exercises, like think of it as like ninja training. And what you're doing is you're like noticing yourself getting like a little bit better each time you do it. So like your balance for this one may be like not perfect today, but you do it tomorrow, you do it tomorrow, you do it tomorrow, and you're actually able to like observe and receive that reward of being like, wow, like this is I'm getting like a little bit better with this each and every day. So awesome, awesome. All right, so let's just do this and then we'll get right into the chakra practice meditation. I'm not going to keep this one to be very long, but I want to be able to just invite you, if you can still see my feet at the bottom. Whoops, make sure I don't move that too far. Okay, awesome. That's okay. Okay, so anyways, tree posture. Many of you are familiar with tree posture, but I'll just demonstrate anyways. Tree posture is when you take the inside of your foot and you're positioning it on the outside of your body, and this can literally be with your toes still on the ground. So you can literally have your toes on the ground, and what you want to do is you want to like bring your opposite hip forward. So I'm going to start with my right leg. You can start with the leg that feels comfortable for you. You can do the mirror version of me. You can do it with your right leg too. You bring your opposite hip forward, and then you open up your knee towards the side, and then you position your foot either on the ground, it can be on your shin, it can be above your knee, not on your knee. And then once you find a position that you're comfortable with, again, if you have a mirror in front of you, that's great, which I do. So ideally position yourself in front of a mirror, because then you can practice eye gazing in the mirror. And then when you're ready, gently you can bring your hands to heart center. And the practice that's good about this is that if you are practicing in front of a mirror right now, this is like a super important thing. Practice using like your eyes as like a laser that locks, and then it helps you balance. So if you're balancing, using a mirror to lock your eyes is actually very powerful. So let's just stay here just for like a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Gently bring your knee down or forward, and then extend and then down. Good, good, good. And then we'll do it with the other leg. And I think we'll just do it once more on each side, and then from there we'll move into the chakra practice meditation. Again, like I invite you to just kind of like get familiar with this so that you can start doing more of this in your own practice, right? Like this is just like a micro version of what you can do on your own. Maybe you're doing this later in the day. Maybe you're just like doing this while waiting at a bus stop. That's fine too. All right, so again, position your leg in a way that's going to be comfortable for you. Again, that can be toes on the ground. Literally, even just toes on the ground, and just like observe the strength here, straightening up the spine, feeling what that posture feels like for you. Hands at your heart when you're ready. Position your leg in a position that works for you, and just feel that. And the trick here is to actually not try to be 100% still, but to actually notice any sort of sway and to just kind of like let that take place, knowing that like even when it does, it kind of like finds its way back to center, opposed to trying to stay perfectly still, and then if a slight sway comes, you're like no, and then that actually causes you to lose balance. But when you kind of like work with the sway like a tree kind of gently blowing in the wind, that actually helps even more. So I'm just going to bring my knee up here. We'll just hold this here for just about like less than 10 more seconds. Eye gaze with yourself in the mirror if you can do that. Even if you want, you can try closing your eyes if you're at that level. I don't recommend it yet if you're new. And just take a breath here, connect with your breath. One breath here. And gently bring your knee forward to the front. Extend your leg down, back to the ground. Awesome. That's enough for today. I don't want to overdo it for you guys, especially for those of you who are a little bit new. I do want to get into like more kind of like advanced yoga stuff. I've talked about this before, where I kind of want to do the broadcast where like the beginning would be kind of a little bit simple, and then we actually kind of like do the chakra meditation, and then we get like into a little bit more advanced yoga stuff. That would be coming in the future and everything like that. So let's move into a chakra practice meditation, just to take a little bit more time for this. I don't want to like have to rush through this. I want to be able to like take our time. So from here, we'll practice our chakra practice meditation. Again, for those of you who are familiar, this is based on the Gnostic teachings. And again, the reason why we're doing this, we're becoming more in line with our chakras. We're becoming more in tune with the virtues correlating to them. We're helping ourselves like level up as like proto-humans, homo luminous, superheroes. So, awesome, awesome. Sweet, beautiful. Again, thank you so much everyone for being here. If you're new to this, welcome. We do this every Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're tuned into this like multiple times, thank you again. And I do want to encourage you to practice this as like a recurring thing, even if it's just like the chakra thing, or just like make your own practice in a way that works for you. Maybe eventually, like, yeah, maybe eventually, like, even if you're not tuning into this, you're still doing something on your own. Create your own morning ritual. Find something that works for you. So this is just like us showing up together to be able to help support each other in that accountability. So moving into the chakra practice meditation, again, you know, the context of what we're doing, the context of like what I am here to like be able to help assist with is again about being able to create a global team of shifters, people who are intentionally helping assist with the shift in consciousness through acts of compassion and creativity, and also by leveling themselves up within the game. So Paradigm Shift Central is a real world interactive game to be able to help assist with the shift in consciousness. And one of the ways that you play this game is right now. Like, you are literally playing it right now. You are literally gaining experience points right now by showing up. And then you take it even further by practicing, like, creating community, by building, by sharing your art, by doing things like free hugs, by leading by example, by hacking the matrix with love. So again, by us practicing this chakra work, this is us becoming more in tune. So we'll be more in tune with our body, more in tune with our intuition, and then we can go out there and we can do things like free hugs, and we'll kind of like be like very much like in that zone where we're just clear on what we're doing. And we'll find that the synchronicities will just come to us. Like, this is helping you level up as like a beacon for creative source inspiration, synchronicity, and love. So it's very, very cool. So let's start off with the brow chakra. Again, if you need the cheat sheet or the 2-hour presentation about the chakras, please feel free to send me a message afterwards and I'll send that to you. So the brow chakra is, again, the chakra is a vowel sound I, pronounced as in ski. The sound is E. And then from there, we're also focusing on the virtue of serenity as well. There we go. And it's a beautiful day out today. Woke up, I could hear the birds singing. How awesome is that? Cool. Okay, we're good. Awesome. I'll read your comments on Instagram in a bit. So let's just close your eyes here. Relax your shoulders, focusing on the virtue of serenity. Relax your face. Gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Bring yourself into this place of peace, filling up your cup. Let's just take a couple extra breaths here. And again, the faculty for this is also the faculty of clairvoyance. So that's sight beyond sight, being able to get visions of inspiration, flexing our imagination, allowing our inspiration and our imagination to become even more evolved. Take another deep breath together and then exhale the sound E. So deep inhale through the mouth. E. Good. Really give her. You got this. Inhale again. Focus. Imagine like a pulsing light on your third eye if you want. Inhale again. Beautiful. Let's just do one more. I want to do 4 today of each one. Let's do one more and make this one really count. Inhale again, deep. Beautiful. Oh, this is lovely. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like it's just starting to rain outside. Oh, I can hear that. It's lovely. So lovely. Beautiful. Aren't you happy to be here on Earth? Such a gift. Such a gift. All right. throat chakra, focusing on the virtue of justness, the virtue of being able to speak in good way, communicate in good way, communicate in ways that are gonna have to, where you can say something once and it's clear, and you don't have to be like, oh sorry, this is what I actually meant, or oh sorry, I should have said this differently, or oh sorry, I should have like waited before I said that. Like, oh yeah, I forgot to check in. How's everybody feeling after yesterday's like Mercury retrograde blip? Speaking of communication and throat chakras and stuff like that, you guys survived like the Instagram, Facebook blackout? We're back. Oh my god. I love how like Instagram and Facebook crashes. Everyone's freaking out, and it's like as if suddenly everyone forgot that it was Mercury retrograde. So, at least within mainstream culture, maybe no one told them. I don't know. But anyways, even yesterday, I noticed even yesterday for myself, there was like some stuff that I was communicating, and it was really funny. I'm just kind of chit chatting with you real quick, but like I like had this thing, and in the moment I just kind of like wrote this thing and I just sent it. And then throughout the rest of the day, I was just like, yeah, okay, that like I should have said that differently or something like that, or maybe I shouldn't have like, maybe I should have taken more time between when I thought about saying that and when I did say it, because maybe I would have said it differently later. And it was kind of like I was kind of like feeling like I'm like, oh, okay, what's the lesson in here, right? And then I checked my horoscope. I don't always do this, but sometimes when it's just like a weird day, I'll just check my horoscope, and my horoscope was like literally that. It was literally just be like, you know, it's just like be like mindful of what you say today, like when in doubt, like just like wait or something like that. And I was just like, wow. Even still, like that just kind of reminds me that like in this cosmic cycle of things, we're very much like on this kind of orchestrated path that is here for our growth. And our job is to become aware of these lessons as they're taking place. And it doesn't mean you have to take your horoscope. Like you can I didn't need my horoscope in order for me to figure out the lesson. It was just so freaky that my horoscope was like literally like reiterating what I just experienced today, which to me just kind of reiterates the fact that like, oh, like I'm a part of this. Like I'm still a part of this like game that's happening around me. But again, your role within the game is to be a good student, is to learn the lessons the first time so that you don't have to like constantly kind of like learn them the hard way or constantly like repeating them. So that is like your job. You may, is there free will? Yes, your free will comes in your ability to be present. That is where your free will is. And your ability of free will allows you to be able to like learn things at an accelerated rate, opposed to having to like repeat and go through lessons and go through lessons. So by you being conscious, by you practicing our chakras, bringing it back to what we're doing right now, it allows us to get better at learning the lessons, to become better students, better sovereign citizens of the cosmos, so that we can work on ourselves, level ourselves up, and move into those more advanced lessons, move into those more advanced places of service. So, awesome. Focusing on the throat chakra's vowel sound E, pronounced as in way. The sound is A. Again, this is the Canadian chakra. How's it going? A. And this is again about the virtue of justness, speaking in good way, knowing when to speak, knowing when to wait to speak. So maybe that will be your practice today. It's just kind of like, if you feel yourself like about to say something, use that as a mindfulness practice to just be like, oh, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see how I feel about saying this in like an hour from now. Just practice that. Relaxing your arms, relaxing your shoulders, straightening up your spine. We'll do 4 for each today. Going just a little bit deeper. Gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Deep inhale together through your mouth. Get as much air as possible. And together the sound A. Inhale. Together again. Keep your focus, imagining a pulsating light on your throat if you want. Exhale when you're ready. Again, inhale. One more. good. Again, every time we're doing these mantras, this literally help like spinning the chakras, exercising them, working them like a muscle. You know, it's like same thing like going for a walk. It's like taking your chakras for a walk. Sure, let's use that. All right, focusing on the heart chakra. We'll keep moving through this. Want to be able to honor the time. Don't want to be able to be here for too long, as much as I'd love to. Heart chakra, focusing on compassion, focusing on inspiration, focusing on intuition, the ability to be able to follow our heart. Some of the best advice that was ever given to me was the idea of, like, do what makes your heart sing. And that's an important thing to be able to sit with. What makes your heart sing? Maybe you've never really asked yourself that. Listen to that. Become more in tune with that. Get better at answering that question in any single given day. Just be like, what's the most exciting thing that I want to be able to create? What's the most exciting thing that I want to be able to do? While at the same time, also looking for the things that are going to be challenging. Again, like, you should get excited about challenges, because those challenges, that's where you level up. If you're playing a video game and you're just staying within that first kingdom and you're just like, like smashing like little XP creatures to level up, it's going to take forever, right? You want to like move into those advanced levels where you get like more experience from like the boss battles that you're fighting. So again, get excited about that. Get excited about the idea of challenging yourself. How does that feel, right? Heart on your chest. You're challenging yourself even in this moment by being here in this practice. Thank you so much. Deep, gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Again, love, compassion, those virtues. The vowel is O, the sound is snow. The vowel is O as in snow. The sound is O. So really, really allow yourself to sink into this one. One more deep, gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Relax your face, straighten your spine. Together, deep inhale, the sound O. Inhale again. Focus on love. Deep inhale. What makes your heart sing? One more. Beautiful. Awesome. Moving into the next chakra. The next chakra is going to be the solar chakra. Here's a little tidbit of information. I'm surprised I never mentioned this a long time ago. Some of you may be well already aware of this, but I think it's pretty cool. Maybe I'll put up a post about it today. Have you noticed the idea that the chakras, the 7 main chakras that we often associate, correlate with the days of the week? Have you noticed that? Monday, root chakra. Tuesday, sacral. Wednesday, solar. Thursday, throat. Thursday, heart. Friday, throat. Saturday, brow. Sunday, crown. Monday, starting off with the root. Work your way up. Getting into the heart by the middle of the week. Moving into the throat by Friday when you go out and socialize. Saturday, psychic Saturday, kind of like using your intuition to go around town and find adventures. Sunday, connecting with that higher source, kind of relaxing, bringing yourself into that next spiral. So be aware of that. That's a kind of a cool thing. A lot of people kind of like overlook that. So let's move into our solar chakra. Again, solar chakra focusing a lot on intuition as well, being able to practice the art of temperance, being able to take only what we need, being able to practice using our willpower. How is your willpower right now? Is your willpower weak? Is your willpower medium? Is your willpower strong? Can someone come up to you and literally knock on your door right now and just be like, hey, do you want to help me eat this gluten-free cake? What's your reaction going to be? Are you going to be like, I can't say no, oh God? Or are you just going to be like, thank you? And then just kind of like go back to your thing. So again, the only way to practice strengthening your willpower is by being tested. You have to test yourself. So you can test yourself throughout your day. You can test yourself by taking a chocolate bar and putting it on your desk and not eating it and using that as a symbol to just be like, as long as I don't eat that chocolate bar, then that's me practicing my willpower, and it becomes a symbol for you. I've done that before. So, all right, hands gently just on our solar chakra. Again, the vowel sound is the vowel sound U, pronounced as in blue. The sound is oo. Let's keep moving through this. We got a few more left to go. Closing your eyes, and again, just tapping into. Also, again, this is like a place where we hold a lot of inspiration, a place where we hold a lot of like just deep wisdom about who we are and why we're here and our purpose. And our willpower helps move us forward in those paths. So deep inhale, exhale on your own. Deep inhale together, the sound U. Inhale deep. U. Bring your mind back if you're noticing it wander. Exercise it. That's the practice. Exhale again. Twice more. Deep inhale. One more. Inhale. Awesome. Wonderful. You guys are doing great. Thank you again, everyone, for being here. I just want to do a quick reminder for those of you on Facebook. If you're watching this on Facebook, it could crash at any second. So be sure to watch it on Instagram or YouTube just to make sure that it doesn't crash halfway through. But sometimes it doesn't. I can't control that. Fate of the universe. And again, I just want to remind you guys that we got some really cool things happening in the future. If you're really enjoying just like being here and working together with me on this personal level and you want to connect with more people in the community, we are getting closer and closer to the process where we're going to be ready to start inviting people in to join the Paradigm Shift Central Academy, aka Shifter Academy. And that's going to be an exclusive team chat giving you access to like also like some other resources, allowing you to be a part of an exclusive DM group to be able to help you grow your social media, allowing you to have access to exclusive monthly broadcasts, like to be in the broadcast as well, plus a whole bunch of other stuff that I'll give you more information on. So if you're looking to be a part of that, it's going to be $10 a month, and that is to be able to receive a huge amount of value, but it's an investment for yourself, and it's also like really being able to connect with other people who are on this like shared purpose, this shared vision. So send me a DM if you want to get involved with that, and stay tuned because I'm still like getting it ready to be able to deliver for you, but I'm putting a lot of love into it. So moving into the pulmonary chakras. Pulmonary chakras, again, ultra memory, past lives, future lives, ancestors. Massage your pulmonaries just real quick right here. Like this is like honestly like one of the best places you can massage throughout the day because you'll notice you feel a lot of tension there. You'll feel like there's like a lot of energy that gets built up there. So vowel for this is the vowel sound A. The sound is ah, pronounced ah. And so let's just kind of like relax your hands when you're done massaging there. Straighten up your spine. Take a moment here to just connect with your breath. And again, let's just use this to just kind of honor ancestors. What happens? What happens when every single day we're just kind of like giving a moment to just like think about our ancestors? And in the same way, you know, I invite you, if you feel called to use this moment to even just like invite your ancestors to kind of like be present with you. To know that what you're doing right now, what you're going through on your journey, you're doing it with the love of your ancestors who are with you. And those can be like, again, you can kind of think about that not even as ancestors from the past, but ancestors from the future, lineage, higher dimensional relatives, even your higher self. Again, ultra memory can go in multiple directions. So kind of like use this to kind of like connect with yourself as your spirit guide if you want to. That's a crazy idea. Have you ever thought about that? That like you are your own spirit guide? Pretty crazy, right? Close your eyes. Gentle inhale, exhale on your own. This is your practice. You are here. Deep inhale together, and then the sound ah. Relax. Invite your ancestors to be with you now if you choose. Again. Once more, bring it back, focus. Let's take one more breath here. Again, just kind of like express gratitude for your ancestors right now. Beautiful. When you're ready, gently bring yourself back. Awesome. Such a powerful, often overlooked thing. Again, like there's this idea, and just allow me to share this, and if you just need to move your body, go ahead and just massage yourself real quick. Just kind of like tap your face real quick, just as I'm talking here for a second. If you haven't done that yet, we didn't do any tapping yet today, so just do some tapping. You can just do some cheek lifts if you want. One of the things that's really powerful that a lot of people don't really think about too much, because again, unless they've read it somewhere, it's not really something on the forefront of their mind. But it's this idea that we have lots of multi-dimensional friends and family members who are kind of keeping their eyes on us from a higher dimensional plane, and they're there ready to be able to assist us. But the key is that there's actually a degree of consent that needs to take place, meaning that you actually have the ability to invite in the assistance of guides, of ancestors, to be able to be with you in this moment. And again, and that can kind of correlate with the chakras, because again, that wisdom can come through as inspiration. That wisdom can kind of come through as that voice, that little voice inside of you. That little voice that's inside of you is from the future, And so they can kind of speak through that. They can kind of dial themselves into your radar dish, to your signal. But again, it involves you literally just taking a moment to be able to invite them in and give them permission. So you can literally just do something where you're just even without words, you're just kind of emotionally putting out the signal where you're just I invite the assistance of my guides into this moment. And I'm not saying you need to do that, but I'm just saying it's an option. It's there, and I think there's a legitimate thing to that. And it's one of those things where you kind of have to have your own experience with it. You kind of have to develop your own relationship to it. But what happens if that's one of your superpowers? What happens if becoming aware of that without becoming dependent on that is actually what's going to allow you to be even more in tune, more in sync, more in flow, more capable, more inspired, when you have the assistance of your extra team who's here to help you. So if that resonates with you, then again, just keep that in mind. That if you're ever just kind of feeling yourself, you're just I don't know what to do, you can just kind of take a moment there. You're just I bring in the assistance of my guides. I bring in the assistance of my angels, if you want to use that term, right? I bring in the assistance of all my multidimensional super friends, if you want to think about it that way, right? You're not just you. You are you, but you're not just you. So, and maybe that's part of the journey. Maybe the part of the journey is for us to kind of be conduits for that other part of us to kind of still be a part of this journey. So it's very, very powerful. And again, it goes a lot deeper than that. So just keep it in mind. That's all I wanted to share. Moving into the sacral chakra focusing again on our sexual energies. This is your daily reminder to be practicing cultivating your sexual energies. If that's not something you're already doing, this is an invitation for you to be able to practice doing it, because again, the sexual energies is the energy of creation. It's literally the life force to create, and we can move that energy throughout our body into our inspiration, into our vitality, into our health, into our ability to get things done, into our willpower. So if you're ever just feeling you're just if you're try it. Try spilling your cup multiple times a day and see how much you get done, right? Like, but honestly, at the same time, I do challenge. That could be a thing. I've done that before, where it's like I've done cultivation, and then sometimes I'll just like practice like seeing what my dad is like when I just like practice spilling my cup. I'll do it, maybe like twice a day. I haven't done this in a while, but I would do that just to kind of like see where I am, and then like use that as data to see how quickly I can bring myself back up. Because you don't want to be scared of spilling your cup. Like, you don't want to be like, oh, I'm never going to spill my cup sort of thing. But you want to be able to develop a healthy relationship with it. And then again, when you do spill your cup, you want to know that you're still capable of like bringing yourself like back up to that baseline relatively effectively too, opposed to just being like, oh, well, I masturbated or I had sex the other day. It looks like I'm not getting anything done today. Like, you can train yourself. You can train yourself. So again, even as you practice breathing, there's like that muscle kind of between your genitals and your anus. That is a pump. When you breathe and you tighten that like pumps energy up. And so like as you breathe, this is like the microcosmic orbit, Mantak Chia stuff, advanced stuff. With the tightening of that, you can move the energy up your spine, around your brain, down past like your lips, down past your heart, and it creates this microcosmic orbit cycle. So again, I could talk a lot more about that, but let's just move into this practice for now. Look up Mantak Chia if you're looking for more information, or just send me a DM and I'll send you a link for his videos, just if you need spelling or whatever. So, hands gently on the sacral chakra. The vowel for this is the vowel sound M, pronounced as in mm. And again, I want you to just be able to invite yourself to develop good relationship with your sexual energy, literally just by thinking of it as like life force energy. And allow yourself to just kind of like feel the fire of the energy that's cultivating there. Feel like the sexiness of the fact that you are alive. Feel the sexiness of the fact that you are a creator. And again, like, what is sexiness? Sexiness is like, on a base level, even beyond sexuality, it is kind of just like this like confidence, this posture, this knowing. So bring yourself into that space. Bring yourself into like the sexiness of your own power. The power of your own sexiness, without it necessarily being sexiness how we think of it. Own that power as for you to be a creator, because that is what it is. It's creative energy. It's all creative energy. It is just love. It's energy. Gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Bring yourself into that tension. Develop healthy relationship with your sexual energy. Deep inhale again. Together, the sound mm. Feel it in your body. Relax your face. Bring your intention into this moment. Inhale again. Inhale again. One more. Focus. Good. Awesome. Feels good. And just a quick invitation, honestly, if you're looking to, like, again, develop good relationship with your sexual energy, and you're also looking to practice your willpower, and you're looking to practice like your inspiration and your heart and your self-love, if you're someone who maybe like, watches porn, or just casually watches porn, or just browses it throughout the day or whatever, maybe it's a part of your routine, I invite you to just kind of like commit to not doing that. Maybe just for today. See how it feels. And then later tonight, you're going to notice that if this is like something that's been a routine for you, you may notice an impulse. Be aware. That's when the willpower really gets tested, when we're tired at night, because our willpower has like a fatigue level, and our decision-making process can actually get fatigued. So be aware of that, and kind of commit to it now. And again, fall in love with the feeling of like choosing something else. And so maybe that just means like reading a book, or maybe that just means like meditating before going to bed. Whatever it is. I'm just inviting you to change things up a bit, And again, do that as an act of self-love, and do that as an act of practicing your willpower, and do that as a bigger investment towards what you're creating within yourself. Let's move into the root chakra, finishing up here. The root chakra is, again, all about patience. That's exactly what we're practicing here, simply by being in this broadcast together. And again, the vowel for this is the sound S. The sound is S. This is the rising of the serpent, the sizzling of the fire. So let's conclude it here, closing our eyes, focusing on this virtue, patience, focusing on our strength too, rooting into the earth, the strength of the Mother Earth, the strength of Gaia. With all the other chakras worked on, we are now becoming the bridge, the rainbow bridge, connecting our energies, building heaven on earth through each and every moment, one breath at a time. Gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Relax your face. Deep inhale together through your mouth. Exhale. Together again. Inhale. Focus. One more. Beautiful. Awesome. Just take a moment here, just connect with your breath, just wiggle your body, wag your tail a little bit if you need to. Take a few more breaths here. Just again, observe what your body feels like. Take notice right now. Just scan your body. What does it feel like? Do you feel a little bit lighter? Do you feel a little bit more open? Just lifting your chest, opening your chest a bit. Do you feel a little bit more inspired? Do you feel like you're ready to go kick ass today? Do you feel like you have tuned your instrument? Do you feel like you've created intention? Do you feel like you are in control of how you feel in this moment? No one else is responsible for how you feel. And so that invites you to feel as excited as you want, as inspired as you want, as inspired as you choose. We're cultivating that together. You are not alone. A couple more breaths here. Patience. Observe this. Feel the deliciousness of this breath. Nom, 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 nom. When you're ready, gently, you can just open your eyes. Return your awareness to the space around you. Beautiful. Awesome. Wonderful. Thank you again so much, everyone, for being here. This has been another broadcast of Waking Up with Wolf. I am your friend, Wolf, Wolf Shields, a.k.a. Mystic Spider-Man, a.k.a. Skull Babylon, a.k.a. Brendan. Reminding and inviting you to join in again another time tomorrow, Friday. It's almost the end of the week. And of course, if you are here, reminder that this is kind of like, think of this as like a community class that you would go to at your local Boys and Girls Club or whatever, and there is like a pay what you wish donation box at the door. So if you would like to drop off a donation, it could be a couple bucks, it could be $5, it could be $10, it could be $20. Please let me know. When you do donate, you'll also get your 25% off discount code for the questitemshop.com. And of course, if you do want to be able to commit to $10 a month and you want to get involved with this Paradigm Shift Central Academy, the Shifter Academy, then please feel free to just send me a DM and I will get you synced up with that. And again, that's going to be an investment for yourself. So this is a lot of content and value that we're creating right here, but things go deeper. So if you're feeling it, if you feel like you want to go deeper, if you want to get more connected, if you want to like really step into your role of being a shifter, like what does it mean to be a shifter? And for me, the context of being a shifter is again literally about being able to activate the real world superpowers, the real world superhero within you. So that's something that I've been like dedicating my life to, and I know how to get ourselves there, and I'm inviting you to be able to like bring that archetype, bring that light guardian archetype into your everyday life, because that is just one way to be able to help make a difference. So thank you for all that you do and whatever you do, because it is making a difference. Thank you by you being here. So 30 seconds left in the broadcast, wrapping it up now. Again, quick wolf howl. With a little bit of eye gazing all at once. Woo. The tribe inside survives as we fly through the destinies and the mountains and into the sky. Much love. I'll see you soon. Send me a message if you watch this. Love you. Sweet. And concluding on YouTube as well. YouTube, smash that like button when you get a chance. Thank you again. Much love.